At this time, I'll call the meeting to order for the Dickson County Commission, December 29th, 2022. Would you please stand and join in the flag salute? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. The one item that we do have to add to the agenda is on the employment contract that I'd be authorized to sign on behalf of the commission for our county administrator, new county administrator. With that addition, I would move that we approve the amended agenda.
I'll second it.
We have the motion and the second. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. The consent agenda. This includes the minutes of the December 15th meeting, also payroll of $493,620.48, utilities of $10,606.68, credit card $22,290.55, expenditures of $228,377.38, a security wire of $4,050, utilities, this also by wire, $23,281.82.
I move to approve the consent agenda.
We have the motion and second for approval of the consent agenda. Any other discussion or question? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Obviously, Craig Chamberlain is gone today, so usually there's three of us here. And so Ron and I will be going back and forth on these motions and seconds. The next item we have commission comments. Ron.
I did spend a little time at the detention center in Junction City last week, and things are going really well. They're ending their year. They've hired some new people. Obviously, people, it's hard to get people to work in those places, but they're doing well. Also, I'd like to compliment the road crew for doing a good job of keeping us safe for this ice on the roads.
So, thank you. Earlier this morning in our work study session, we did interview a couple of candidates for the Planning Commission, Justin Volkman and Kelly Fink. And then also Marcus Rothschild is here, and he's our new finance director. So we're glad to have you here and part of the Dickson County team. And I think you're walking into a great situation. Yeah. Okay, we do have a couple of proclamations here. And we also have the retirement presentation for Brad. When I first got on the commission, I asked him a little bit in advance, trying to get an idea of what I was getting into. And he said, really, meetings are pretty planned. They're routine. Unless you get a big crowd to show up, then you know there's trouble. So there's our big crowd, you know. Actually, you know, this is a special event, I think, for all of us, but especially Brad and his family. You know, they always say the greatest treasure a person can have is their family and friends. And there's many people here, and I know there's many people that have talked to Brad and have expressed their appreciation. He has been somewhat of a trailblazer. Not very many counties, especially the large ones, often have a county administrator, but he and the previous commission were able to kind of work things out where I think really, you know, Dickson County just stands out with the leadership that we've had with a county administrator. I know often, and I've mentioned before, when I've attended state meetings, it was very obvious that Brad was one of the go-to people that sometimes when there'd be group presentations or questions, he had a wealth of knowledge and was well respected, and it spoke so highly of Dickson County just because of the shining example that he had. But, you know, often there's people that have wealth a wealth of knowledge, and that knowledge doesn't always get shared. And so you're thinking, I wish they could stay forever, and that's not the reality. And yet, I think that's one of the other items is that he has mentored lots of people. I have continually been amazed when any situation would come up in any department, how he not only knew the background and the history, but, just was right at the forefront of discussions and technology, and especially when you look at the technology changes that we've had. And so we're pleased to have you here. And Michelle and Brad, would you want to introduce your family? So
You're the one who did them. Sure. Yeah, I didn't know they were coming.
I think she'll just step to the podium. So just
obviously my wife Michelle, my sister Jill, and her husband Ted are on the back. My kids Blake, Brooke, and Bryson, and then my niece Jill's daughter Rhea, and her daughter Sophia, and then my other brother Jerry on the back. And they come from all over McPherson, Kansas City, Harrington. So, and they certainly surprised me today.
Well, great. As part of this this morning, we do have a couple of proclamations, and so I'll go ahead and I'm not in full voice, but I think I can get this, be able to go ahead and read this. The first one we have as a proclamation is a certificate of appreciation from Dickson County. This is to commend Michelle Homan on the occasion of the retirement of her husband, Brad Homan from Dickson County, Kansas, for her outstanding commitments as a spouse, friend, and partner. Her unwavering support, loyalty, and understanding to Brad during his 40 years of service to Dickson County, as well as her commitment and dedication to the citizens they both served. You're being honored with much appreciation and gratitude. Submitted to the commissioners on this date, December 29th, 2022. And is there a motion to accept this proclamation?
I'll make a motion to accept the proclamation.
And I will give the second. Any other discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. The other one we have is a resolution of congratulations, gratitude, and appreciation to Brad for his 40 years of devoted service to Dickson County, Kansas. Whereas Brad Homan began employment in 1982 as a weekend dispatcher / jailer with the Sheriff's Department. Whereas Brad Homan joined the Dickson County Sheriff Department full-time on January 12th, 1985, and moved up the ranks from patrol deputy to undersheriff and interim sheriff. Whereas Brad Homan started the I-135 / I-70 drug task force under Sheriff McDonald. And in the late 1999, he was reassigned as captain over the newly created communications division and designed and built the 9/11 Center in the courthouse and became the emergency communications director. Whereas Brad Homan was asked in early 2006 to become the Director of Administration and Emergency Services, which soon changed to the title of County Administrator. He served 16 years as County Administrator in Dickson County, whereas Brad Homan worked for the county for 40 years, including the years as a part-time employee. Therefore, the Dickson County Commission employees and citizens extend congratulations and appreciation to Brad for his 40 years of dedicated service to Dickson County and its citizens. Submitted to the commissioners on this date, 12/29/22.
Move to accept.
We have the motion and the second for acceptance of these proclamations. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Craig, since he wasn't here, came in yesterday and signed this. So we want to present Brad and Michelle. We'd like to present this to both of you. It might, I think it'll be easier. I'll come around to the front. There you go.
Thank you.
Brad. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Michelle, thank you. We also have many signatures on here and expressions of best wishes. And, it's just remarkable. I think it's one of those where they always say, once you grab the bull by the horns, this Dixon County building project and everything, I had no idea what we're getting into, and the leadership, hours. Yeah. So we have this for you. I'll get this out of the way. This is a re-gift. You only have so much popcorn, but I'm sure you have some family that can help you with that. Also, we have your plaque, and then I don't know if you wanted
I
to
believe
open
that's
these
from
things now.
Nancy. And you should have a card on there too.
Yes. There's probably more formality and ways we could do this. And, we just don't have very many people retire that have been with us 40 years. So also, you have to have a card to get into the building. And so here's your retired administrator with all the benefits that go with that and your card. And I think,
Free landfill waiver.
Freelance.
That's right. I don't know if
It's the little things, you know.
I'll borrow this chair. I think that might be easier for you. Open this gift. However you want to do that.
I guess I'm gonna open again.
Now, my grandkids at Christmas do this very quickly. They can.
Like what they want.
Let's see, I don't know if we need a, you have an opener. I think I'll have Janelle explain this a little bit more. This is handcrafted, obviously.
Oh,
So we're talking about a gift because what do you get? Somebody that's got everything already. He's been here for 40 years. And we thought that a phone valet or whatever you want to call it. And Marcia actually found a gentleman in Wamego that had a booth and he lives in Milford. And so we had him construct that for you. So it's
cool.
And
made out of maple and yes, definitely. So
Thank you.
yeah, plug your phone in there, put your coins and sunglasses on there. So we thought that would be a nice tool. So
Of course, we had originally planned this for the week before, and Judge Sexton was going to be here, but now we have Cindy, I think, has a presentation to make.
So Judge Sexton was unable to be here today, but we wanted to just give you something to show the district court's appreciation for everything you did for us. For those who don't know, we're a state court, but the county takes care of all of our overheads such as rooms, security. Security has been a big issue. And Brad, thank you for everything you've done for us. We really appreciate that. So we got you a card and then a little fact to remember us. So,
Yeah, don't drop it.
don't drop. Oh, wow.
Wow.
That's cool. Thank you very much.
So in appreciation for everything you've done for district court and its staff, we thank you so much. We're going to miss you.
And this is kind of an informal part, and I know I didn't really tip anyone else off to be prepared or think about it, but if there would be anyone that wanted to make a brief comment or had something they want to share regarding this ceremony. I don't want to cut anyone off. And it's not like one does it, then everybody can. It's one or two.
I'd like to take just a second here to speak just for a little bit. I have to appreciate Brad very much. It was new to me to be a new commissioner, and he's taught me a lot. But I want to share with you a story that happened to both of us, Brad and I, because we're going to a training session. I'm from the country, so I've never been on very many elevators. Brad knows all how to do these elevators because you swipe a card and here you go, and you go up in the elevator. We made 3 trips up in this elevator, 5 foot high, and come back down. And we just kept seeing the same people in front of us. And I was saying hi to him every time we went up and come back down. He got so red in the face. I said, Brad, is this how it works? The card had to be swiped a different way of all things, but I got more enjoyment.
Well, I think this would
Well,
include part of it, but yes, I'd like you if you have.
I appreciate the turnout. There's only one comment I would make, and that is the secret of success is to hire good people and let them make you look good. And that's what I've tried to do. It's not about me, it's about the people who work for me. So you all made me look good. And I appreciate it.
We appreciate the support that you provided us through this, so.
And we probably want to call every once in a while just to like, what do you think about it?
That's all right. So
But thank you so much.
thank you. So, appreciate it.
Best wishes.
Thanks, everybody.
Take a picture of you guys with the committee. Thank you.
You guys want to get a picture with you? You want a picture
Yeah.
with you guys?
With all.
For stuff, yes. You want the other manager up there too? Okay. Managers, come on up. We'll take a picture. Yes. I can see it.
Folks here. Right. You could do that.
Thank you.
Thank you. You only have to be gone 90 days. We'll probably wrap this up in about 5 more minutes, but so you're all welcome to stay. The next item we have is the 2022 budget amendments. And Janelle, if you would go ahead and kind of give us the background on that.
Sure. We have 5 funds that we are going to amend this year, and some of that was at the time, we didn't realize the revenues and expenses coming in when this budget was set. If you recall, this was set last August. So the first one is the Parks and Rec Fund, which is the monies that we received from the sale of alcohol in the county. And those monies then are reallocated back to the recreation departments throughout the county, which I believe is Abilene, Chapman, and Harrington. So we had more money come in, so thus we were able to pay more money to those commissions. The next one is the Special Alcohol Rehabilitation Fund, which again is also revenues come in from the sale of alcohol. And we support the SNAP program, the Safe Night After Prom with that. We set up a new program, replacing DARE with the LEAD program. So we had expenses coming in from that, and luckily the revenue came in, so we were able to provide monies for those programs. So it was a good thing. Highway Special Revenue is a federal fund exchange program, and we used the additional monies that we had from that to pay for our mastic seal throughout the county to to repair our roads. Also, the transfer station, if you recall, we've been hauling dirt to the old pits and filling those in, and we had expenses pertaining to that. And at the time, we didn't realize that that was going to be something we needed to do. So that's where the amendment came in, and we had cash carryover in that fund to take care of that. And then the last one is our highway sales tax fund, and we used monies. Our sales tax have been great, which is good, and we were able to use those monies on several bridge projects and the paint striping that we've got going on. That includes the Rain Road Bridge, the 800 Avenue Bridge, and some design work on First Road Bridge there. So we're asking that you would amend those budgets. These are not tax levied funds. These are all funds supported by other fees that come in or sales tax. So.
Okay. Thank you. I'll go ahead and move that we adopt this 2022 budget amendment.
And I'll second it.
We have the motion and second. Any other discussion or question? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. The next thing we have is our report from our county administrator, Janelle.
Actually, I don't have a lot to report. The upcoming meetings, we've got both Senator Clays and Representative Hill coming in for the meeting next week, and we've got several things on the agenda for that. That is our reorganization. The other thing that I would let you know is that the Terrazzo stair repair has started. He was here yesterday and should be here the next couple days to repair those. I think it's going to be a short time. I would also let you know that the historic tax credit application that we submitted to the State Historical Society has been denied. And Marcus and I are going to work on drafting a letter to see if we can't get that appeal reversed and move forward with that, hopefully that we can. And just a reminder that the courthouse will be closed on Monday, January 2nd for our observance of New Year's Day.
And on that tax credit application, we have 30 days to go ahead and have our appeal and can gather information, the basis of that, and also maybe get information from Goldberg's.
Exactly. So, and the basis was the windows primarily. They were not happy with the way that we handled that, covered them up, resized them, which we followed all of their recommendations. We've kept the windows like they requested, and the doors, everything like that. So not sure where they're coming up with that, but we'll certainly work on that.
Okay. Doug.
Thank you. Brad always told me that if I didn't have anything really good to add, just simply say everything is really going well. Everything else is important.
Under notices and communications, we have a magazine from couple that we received. North Central Kansas sends us information, Ingram's magazine, and then we had a couple of Christmas cards and thank you letters. So we'll move on. We do not have any resolutions, no other unfinished business. Under other business, we have, and we'll do these individually, to approve the cereal malt beverage license, and this is a housekeeping annual type event. The cereal malt beverage license for on and off premises for Ferris Station here in Dickinson County. So is there a motion to approve?
I'll make a motion to approve that.
And I'll second it. Any other discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. The next one is to approve the tax relief application for 103 South Buckeye, Abilene, Kansas.
I'll make a motion to accept that.
We have the motion. I'll second that. Any other discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. The one item we added to the agenda was the employment contract, and we had a couple of just changes on that in regards to the pay plan, just to tie it in and key it in with that. And so I would go ahead and move, and this is previously was approved, the contract. But I'll go ahead and make the motion that I can sign this on behalf of the commission for our county administrator contract.
I'll second that.
We have the motion and second. Any other discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Is there anything else to bring before the commission board? It's our last meeting of the year, so wish all of you a happy new year, and we're hoping and praying for great things for 2023. Is there a motion to adjourn? I will.
Make a motion to adjourn.
Okay, I'll second that. You know, we really have to work together when there's only two. That's kind of. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. We're adjourned.